Welcome to this edition of the BRSN Insider. I'm sitting down with Volleyball Coach Erin Cooper. Coach, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You guys picked up a really big win on Tuesday against the number 22 ranked Missouri Valley. Go ahead and take us through that game.
Yeah, we prepared for this team just like any other team. Just knowing that what they have done in the past and how we played them at their place, we felt that they were beatable. We came in a little bit more mentally prepared. Of course, the experience that we've had since the first time we played them this season has played a definite role. And, of course, having them at home also made a difference. So.
What kind of momentum will that give you guys heading into this weekend?
Yeah, of course it gives you confidence. We'll take one game at a time. We play Clover, which is a team that you cannot look past, even though they are where they are in the rankings in the conference. However, I think that any team in our conference, you can't look past them. There are no give and takes with it any given night for anyone.
So what are your expectations for Friday?
Of course, our expectations are to go out and play hard and come home with a W. But we'll see how that goes. It's going to be a long weekend for the simple fact that we have to travel and get there, and that always, when you play away, makes a difference. So.
And then you get Kansas Western on Saturday, a team that's receiving votes in the top 25. What are your expectations for that?
My expectations for that is just, again, take it one game at a time. We need to go out and be ourselves. And it's also senior night, and it's homecoming, so there'll be a lot of hubbub around it. And I think our kids respond well to that once we settle in. We're doing a really good job of playing together as a team right now. The break did us well. Over fall break, we took that weekend off, and I think we came back with more of a desire to play for one another, play with one another, and continue to work for our goal and to compete in the Heart of America Conference.
You mentioned it's senior night on Saturday. Go ahead and talk about your three seniors.
Haley Cochran is our senior that was a transferred DS Libero from Seminole State. She comes in with a very high IQ. She establishes a lot in the back row. She brings leadership. She's one of our captains. She communicates on and off the court about how to defend, and she keeps practices going every day.
And you have Taylor Garner.
Taylor Garner is a senior setter. She's a veteran in this program. Taylor is Taylor. She is going to make sure that you are doing what you're supposed to be doing, and with a smile on her face. She is a kind-hearted person off the court, which gives her a lot of respect from her teammates.
And then Jamie Hillenbrand.
Yes, Jamie. We call her Hill. She is a delight. One thing that Jamie brings to the court is she's a great teammate. She will do anything for any of her teammates. She brings a lot of hope and desire to be there, and she is a very mature individual.
And then standings right now, you guys are sitting in the 4 in the North Division. That would give you guys a home game for the play-in game. What would it mean to have a home game for you guys?
Well, home crowds are awesome. For Missouri Valley, our Missouri Valley game, that was something that I think that was in our favor, helped us win that match. We have a more educated crowd this year. Our men's club volleyball team plays a role with that, them bringing in with some of the IQ when it comes to volleyball and kind of letting the officials know when they have great calls. So, having a home crowd is awesome.
All right, Coach, thank you very much for joining us. Benedictine College Volleyball Coach Erin Cooper on the BRSN Insider.
Shakespeare once said, "Some are born great, and some have greatness thrust upon them. The rest of us," he said, "have to achieve greatness." We know exactly what he means. Be not afraid of greatness. Achieve it. Benedictine College, where greatness begins.
Back on the BRSN Insider, I'm sitting down with women's soccer coach Lincoln Roblee. Coach, thank you for joining us.
Good to be here, Dakota.
You guys got a big win on Saturday over Culver Stockton, 7-0. Take us through that game.
His game, it started off pretty well. Olivia Myers gave a nice pass to Rosie McShane, and Rosie beat a player and blasted a shot in the corner for a great start. Abby Hare then made a nice defensive play and then centered the ball for Emily Amble to make it 2-0 before half. Now it's our breast cancer awareness game, which we had some people shoot balls at halftime. Everyone was wearing pink, so it's good festivities for the game. And in the second half, we got off a pretty quick start, and Madison Sanders put a real nice ball for Abby Hare to score to make it 3, and we just kept going there. Madison got 3 consecutive assists. She then set up Rosie with a header, and then Abby Hare again. Rosie had a nice shot, and then Sydney Ruth put one away. So we were up 7 in kind of a short amount of time. The players really come together, and offensively, defensively playing well, connecting, and doing really big positive things on the field. And we've had a number of games where we've kind of dominated and kind of felt like we were going to have one of these games where the ball was going in the net, and that was one of them.
And you continued that 12-0 over Avila yesterday.
Right. We just kind of picked up where we left off against Culver. I think Avila wasn't at 100%, and once again, it was the same thing. Olivia Myers scored her first goal of the game, and then Anna Romano had some good footwork in the box and took a shot that hit the crossbar, and Emily Abel finished that up to make it 2. We got a number of goals then, just kept coming, and we just kind of continued that to start the second half. Molly Schmidt scored a couple goals in the second half, but later in the first half, Kat Reese had a nice goal, and Sydney Ruth had a good goal, and Rosie had a couple goals, and we just kept on moving the ball well and finding spaces, and whether it be down the middle or on the wings, creating opportunities, and we were finishing really well. So Nicole Kelly had a really nice shot, left-footed shot that found the net, and Abby Hare picked up a rebound. So we controlled the ball well, put a lot of pressure on their goalkeeper. Actually played a pretty good game, but when we just kept putting pressure on there, the goals just kept coming.
You guys did a very good Graceland team on Saturday. What are your expectations for that?
Well, we want to just keep playing as best that we can play. We've had a history of continuing to improve as the season progresses. So we want to take every single game, respect every single opponent, and just play the best soccer we can. We want to head into the postseason knowing that we're better in our 18th game than we were in our first, and that's what we're doing.
And go ahead to talk about you have 3 games remaining. Talk about the importance of those 3 games to give you momentum heading into the postseason.
Sure. Well, it's kind of building momentum. I mean, getting better, getting that rhythm, getting that confidence, and sharpening up our skills. The more games that we win put us in a better position for seedings in the conference tournament. The better we do in the conference tournament gives us opportunities beyond that. So if we have these final 3 games and don't perform well and things don't go our way, that puts us in a tough spot. But if we get in a position to where we win these games, opportunities grow even bigger.
You guys are sitting 3rd right now in the Heart, which would give you guys an opening home game.
Right.
And a win over Graceland could go a long way to pushing you guys into the 2 spot.
Right. I mean, that's one of those things. We can't really control the past as much, but just kind of move forward. And we think that there's a good chance to move up within conference with 3 wins in 3 games. But we're playing 3 good teams, and we don't want to look past anyone. And we just want to make sure and play well so that we can win those games to get better chances.
MRPI poll came out yesterday. Again, you guys are sitting 13. Can you explain that a little bit for us and what all it means?
The MRPI is a combination of your winning percentage, your strength of schedule, which is basically the win-loss of your opposition, and your average top 25 ranking. I sincerely have not even looked at it, and that's partly because we were on the road yesterday, traveling to and from, or what have you. But those things can fluctuate basically on how well. So if we were to win our last 3 games, our winning percentage goes up. Depending on how the win-loss is with the rest of our schedule, but a majority of our schedule has already been determined because of the amount of games we've played. And then how well we get votes in the top 25. So right now we're 13. I would think that wouldn't move a whole lot more either way. It's not like you can have a big win and jump up 10 spots or drop 10 spots. Majority of the season has been played, so our average top 25 is going to be pretty similar. It can adjust. Our win-losses hopefully get better, and our strength of schedule will be about the same. So I don't think it's going to move too much, but obviously the more that we win and the better votes we get in the top 25 probably will enhance that to be even better. But that's going to just be a suggested MRPI, which is Modified Ratings Point Index, for like seedings and everything like that, and possible at-large bids for the national tournament.
So what are your expectations from here on out?
Expectations: play the best we can play and go into every single game with determined to try and win every single game. I mean, we're not trying to do anything but strengthen offense and defense, and try and get results that are positive. So, I mean, every single opponent we know is going to be coming after us. They're going to be playing for us, and we're going to be prepared for them and keep playing good soccer.
All right, Coach, thank you very
Thank
much
you,
for
Dakota.
joining us. Benedictine College Women's Soccer Coach Lincoln Roblee on the BRSN Insider.
A wise man once said, "The world offers you comfort, but you were not made for comfort. You were made for greatness." Discover what you were made for. Benedictine College, where greatness begins.
Back on the BRSN Insider, I'm sitting down with Benedictine College men's soccer coach Miguel Rodrigues. Coach, thank you for joining us.
No problem.
You guys got a 3-1 win over Culver Stockton last Saturday. Go ahead and take us through that game.
Oh, it was a good game here at home. It was weather was iffy about it, so the whole game kind of weird, interesting feel to it. But we ended up playing it. It was a pretty good game for us. We were able to kind of get off to a quick start and find ourselves, up on them pretty early on.
You guys got a 3-1 win over Avila yesterday. 2 goals from Adam James. Go ahead and take us through that one.
Yeah, Adam's been having a pretty good year for himself. I think he's really sort of found the back of the net, found a way to involve himself and be a little bit more dangerous. That's something we've always kind of asked of him last year. I don't think he's actually at his best yet, but to have 2 goals and not be at his best yet is a pretty good situation for us. So.
You guys get Graceland on Saturday. What do you know about them, and what are your expectations for Saturday?
They are like every other Heart team in the sense that they're a very, very competitive team. They're capable of beating anybody, and it's just a matter of the day showing up. You have to show up in this league, and I think they're going to try to play good soccer as well. So it's going to be an interesting game.
We touched on this the first time I talked to you, but the depth of this conference is crazy with 6 ranked teams. What is that like coaching, and I guess the mentality going in to each game every night, knowing you're going to play somebody really well?
Yeah, I think it's fun. I mean, one of the big things we talk about is if you want to be the best, you have to beat the best kind of mentality. And the great news is we get to do it 5 times in conference. That's a positive, but at the same time, I think it really just prepares you for the postseason. In our conference, really any game can go either way. It's just a matter of making sure that your team can perform every single game, day in and day out, and that's what we try to do.
3 games left in the season. What are you expecting for those final 3 games, and how important are these final 3?
They're very important for us, because it's the way we're looking at it is we're starting to try to build the momentum towards the postseason. You can't overlook any game. Every single game is extremely important. But the way we're approaching all of these sorts of things is making sure that we're perfecting ourselves more, so that when we hit the postseason, we hit it in stride. We're ready to go for that. Our expectations are really just to make sure we keep on getting better. That's the essence of what we're trying to do.
And you guys are sitting 6th in the standings right now, but there's still a lot left to be decided at the top of the conference. How do you see all that shaking out?
I don't. I anytime I think about something or draw thoughts in my head, something crazy happens in our conference and I have to throw it all away. So we try to just really focus on our team and worry about putting ourselves in the best situation we can. Moving forward, we have 3 games to do our best and then sort of wait to see where the chips fall.
Okay, and the MRPI came out yesterday. You guys are sitting 19, very close to your coach's poll rating. Can you explain that for us and what that means for you guys?
Well, the MRPI is just a modified RPI, sort of the same sort of thing that's most commonly used in college sports in general. For us specifically, it's something it's one of the multiple factors that are being used this year to determine who gets the at-large bids. For us specifically, our goal has always been to win the postseason tournament. Anyways, So that's what we're shooting for. That's the way we approach it. The MRPI is just something that if that was to not happen, then we'd have to look back on it. But for the time being, right now, our focus is predominantly on making sure that we finish off the season strong in the postseason.
What are your expectations from here on out?
I don't know. The expectations is to prepare for Graceland as best as we can, deal with them, and then once that game's done, prepare for Evangel and kind of move forward from there.
All right, well, Coach, thank you very much for joining us. Benedictine College men's soccer coach Miguel Rodrigues on the BRSN Insider.
A wise man once said, "The world offers you comfort, but you were not made for comfort. You were made for greatness." Discover what you were made for. Benedictine College, where greatness begins.